Hey y'all, it's the Bearded Third Machine. Today we're going to talk about shipping golf clubs, so stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Julian, also as the Bearded Third Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online, mostly on eBay and for a profit and for a full-time living. But today we're going to talk about how I ship golf clubs. I've been selling golf clubs probably for about 8 months now, and I will tell you the tips and tricks that I found that work the best for me. If you are shipping golf clubs and it's working fine for you, then go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. This is just the stuff that I found out that actually works pretty decently. So if you like this type of content, always remember to subscribe, give me a comment down below, and like the video. I do all types of reselling stuff. I do the days in the life of me, I do shipping videos, I do haul videos, and what's sold videos. But today, let's go ahead and figure out how to ship these golf clubs. So this first golf club we're gonna go for is a 7-iron. Now this 7-iron right here is a Callaway steelhead, blah, 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 blah. And we're gonna go ahead and use a United States Postal Service mailing tube. Now we did get these for free on the website, and this is the name of the box right there and how you look it up. And this 7-iron is about the biggest iron that will fit in there. So that what I'm saying is like a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 iron is gonna have trouble fitting in this box without manipulating it, making it longer. But a 7-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron, and any type of wedge will usually fit in this box without making it longer. So let's go ahead and get started on this. This is the box we're gonna use. And all I do is, people always ask, do you cover the heads? I do. I just cover them with a small piece of bubble wrap, like this. Grab a small piece of tape. And I don't really make it that tight because I kind of want it to be kind of big. And then we just stick it in there. As you can tell right there, that it's very close to not being able to close, but this still will close. It still will close. You feed this in there. So then you tape it right here, then you tape all around it. And that will actually work to ship it like that. And then I usually do another side of tape right here. But like I said, the length of a 5-iron is gonna push this out a little bit too far, or a 6-iron that you can't really get that close. Now the taping points on here, I do tape this box right here, right here, right there, and obviously a lot on this side. So that's how you do a single iron right there in a box. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. All right, next we're gonna do a iron set. Now, as you can tell right now, I'm having trouble with this iron set, moving it around, and it seems kind of cumbersome. And like, people are always like, oh, how would you ship an iron set? And I'm gonna show you a way I found out that works very well. If I can get this really strong rubber band off of here. It's like the strongest rubber band ever. All right. So this is actually a very big iron set. There's 9 golf clubs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it look like this, and I'll show you how this actually fits into one of those boxes so you don't have to buy another box. All right, so with 9 golf clubs, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and split them up. I have a 4 and a 5 section, and then what we're gonna do is kind of stack them like this, kind of like that, and then we're gonna take my friend, the saran wrap, and we're gonna start saran wrapping the heads together. All right, now that the heads are together, we're gonna go ahead and do the grips. And as you can tell, these grips are not good, and the buyer knows that, and that's why I always say, even if they're good clubs, people will buy bad grip golf clubs. All right, so you're gonna set that aside, and then you're gonna do the same thing to these 5. two separate things that look like this that are saran wrap. What you're gonna do is lay it down like that. And then you're gonna lay this one down just like this. All right, so the head of the club is going to reach there where the grip of this side ends, and then this head of the club is obviously gonna be the same thing. And then you're gonna saran wrap these together. All right, so now you have something that looks like this, and this is a very large iron set. So you have 9 clubs here, and if I did everything right, it should just fit into this box. Now you don't really have to, I just put a little bit of bubble wrap at the bottom. It should slide in there. Just like that, and you have this much hanging out, which is not a big deal. This is where you just have to manipulate the box a little bit. Rip this part off and shove this part inside there. I'll show you why we do that in a second. And then just kind of crinkle in these sides a little bit. Just like that. Now you're gonna take another box, like this, a flat box, and you're gonna cut it right down the seam right here. And then you're gonna put this section together, and it's gonna make something that looks like this. Now when you make this, what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you tape this before you slide it on. So you wanna make sure you have some good tape on here. Just like that, alrighty. And now what we're gonna do is very easily, you're just gonna slide this side over this. And when you pinch in the sides, the reason why you did that is so this slides a little bit easier. And then you just slide it in. And then all you're gonna do now is tape up the seam with some really good tape. All right, so right there, as you can tell, that is a whole iron set fitting into one of these boxes for free. You don't have to buy your own boxes. Just make sure you tape it up really well because this is heavy. I think it probably weighs about 8 or 9 pounds. So make sure when you do iron sets, you put that in there correctly. And the size is gonna be whatever the length is. And it's, I think I always put 5x5 or 5x6, and it really can go up to like 48 or 49 inches. On that to be not an oversized package. So right there, that's how you do that. Let's go ahead and move on to something a little bit more difficult. Now we're gonna do a driver, and this driver head is too big to fit in one of these boxes. There's just no... Well, this one's gonna fit. We might have to have a part 2 to show a big driver head. But some of these drivers don't fit. This one's going to fit. I'm just gonna bubble wrap it and shove it in this thing and basically do the same thing. Some driver heads don't fit in these boxes. I really thought this one wasn't gonna fit. And this is pretty big. This is a TaylorMade R540. But what I do for the ones that don't fit is basically I take a 8x6x4 box and I actually make the box. I make the box like that. And then I cut the box right here. I know that looks weird. Cut the box, don't cut your fingers off. Open the box up, slide the driver head in, pack it full of paper. And then you're gonna take this guy, the triangle box, and you're gonna tear this off of there, and this will slide inside of here. Then all you do is tape it up and you're good to go. So right there, that's how you do a driver. I'm actually not gonna do it that way. I'm gonna shove the head inside here, just wrap it up, and then go ahead and make it a little bit longer. But also a helpful tip if you are doing a whole bunch of golf clubs is go ahead and start labeling your golf clubs. Because I noticed that sometimes, you might get a TaylorMade R540 with a regular shaft, and then you have one with a stiff shaft, and one sells, and it takes you a lot longer to find that actual golf club. If you number them and do a custom SKU on eBay, it's a lot easier to find your golf clubs because they all start looking the same when you have, like, I don't know, 500 of them. So hopefully this has been educational. Hopefully it sheds a little bit of light on how I ship my golf clubs. I know, if you use the saran wrap, it is a lot easier for actual irons. And after I take pictures, I actually wrap them up at that point, and they're just ready to go. I just put my custom SKU on them, and whenever they sell, I just slide them in a box, and boom, they're gone. So if you like this type of information, always remember, give me a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. You know I will always catch you on the next one.